nature-based solutions, particularly managed aquifer recharge. This is a hot topic nowadays throughout the country and strengthens data-driven surface and groundwater management. His publications and policy contributions reflect his commitment to sustainable water resource management in Pakistan. He will be sharing the experiences of PCR/WR based on rainwater harvesting and particularly on managed aquifer recharge. Our third speaker is Ma'am Almas Shakur. She is Executive Director, Shersaz, an NGO in Pakistan. She is holding an MS in Geography from the University of Punjab. She is Executive Director of Shersaz, I mentioned. She has been working with UN agencies, INGOs, NGOs, and consulting firms, building strong collaborations across government, academia, media, and civil society. She leads one of the Pakistan's first urban climate adaptation projects funded by the Adaptation Fund and implemented by UN Habitat, uh, promoting rainwater harvesting, household solid waste management, composting, and community-based buildings. Alongside this flagship initiative, she manages a range of climate resilience programs, positioning Shahs as a leader in sustainable and inclusive urban transformation. So she will be talking about project for urban climate change, adaptation, and resilience. Uh, we were expecting Mr. Lal from our Sindh province today. He was our fourth speaker, but unfortunately, because of some emergency, he could not join today. So we are grateful to Dr. Ghulam Zakir Hussain Sial. He's going to join us in lieu of our previous speaker who was published in our poster. Mr. Zakir is Director Research at Irrigation Research Institute, Punjab Irrigation Department, Lahore. He holds a Master of Engineering from AIT, Thailand, and a PhD from Australia. And he is a gold medalist, by the way. With over 30 years of experience, he specializes in groundwater management, artificial recharge, water conservation, integrated water resource management, climate impacts, flood mitigation, and environmental assessment. Dr. Zakir has international exposure across Asia and Middle East and Australia and has published extensively at national and international levels. He has collaborated with government agencies, international donors, universities, and grassroots organizations and has co-supervised numerous research students. He is an active member of several global professional bodies and has received multiple awards and distinctions. So he will be talking about flood management, flood water and rainwater harvesting managed through managed aquifer recharge. Again, this is a very uh, important topic, particularly for Pakistan nowadays. So, participants, before I request our speakers, I will run through I will be sharing 2, 3 slides about Pakistan, that how we have reached to this position. Can I share, Danushi? Can you allow me? Can you see my slides?
Yeah, Mr. Gadesi, will you be able to do it through slide share, starting from beginning, so we can see the slides?
Can you see slides? Can you see slides?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
So very quickly, the Pakistan scenario, I'll be sharing a Pakistan scenario that since 1950 till today, we have declined our water availability. Initially, it was around 5,000 cubic meter per person. Now it is around 800 to 1,000 cubic meter per person. Can you stop speakers? I think it is reflecting my voice. Rainwater by harvesting is an indigenous practices were there in Pakistan, but since 2007 onward, after earthquake 2005, you can see these kind of initiatives were taken in Pakistan by Earthquake Reconstruction Rehabilitation Authority, PCRWR, Agency for Barani Area Development, and other organizations. The largest ever initiative was after earthquake 2005. It was $6.5 million program under which more than 40,000 rooftop rainwater harvesting systems were installed on private houses and more than 2,000 public institutions. And then it continued, and we have been replicating this project in many other projects. Now, UNDP, Islamic Development Bank, Capital Development Authority, PCRWR, Water and Sanitation Agencies, WWF, Urban Unit Punjab, and Shersaz, and many others are working. So this is a journey of almost 20 years. Now we have the water policy at the moment in Pakistan, and we have water conservation strategy in Pakistan. It is to be implemented during 23rd to 27. Integration with SARNET and Lanka rainwater harvesting is done. Uh, Capital Development Authority has approved its bylaws. Pakistan Engineering Council has approved its green building codes and rainwater harvesting codes. It's a big achievement for Pakistan, I think. And as Danushi mentioned, that we held the first international conference on rainwater harvesting in September 25 this year. It was again a success story. And now today we are here for this webinar. So this is a quick overview of Pakistan's journey of rainwater harvesting. So now I would like to invite our first speaker, Mr. Tayyab. Please, over to you, Mr. Tayyab sir.
Thank you, Gurdjieff sir. Hello, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 thank you.
Tayyab sir. You have
Thank
10
you.
minutes.
Thank you, sir. We have a very shortage of time and a lot of things to share or discuss. I am Tayyib Malik and I am representing Water and Sanitation Agency Lahore. Thank you, Mr. Gurdjieff sir, for introducing me and my organization. Today my topic is urban flood management and rainwater harvesting and what water is doing in Lahore. Water and Sanitation Agency Lahore. It was established in 1976 with a mandate of provision of water supply, sewerage, and drainage services in the Lahore. Initially, this agency was created under the development authorities. Now, at the start of this year, there is a change in the governance and institutional structure of the agencies. Government has now established a new water and sanitation authority in Punjab. This is of the water and sanitation Lahore. The blue highlighted part on the meter and the bubble about 7 and in the center. Or it's better to just brief about the drainage system of the Lahore. Basically, the drainage system of the Lahore depends upon the primary drains. There are about 7 or 8 primary drains in the Lahore. Initially, these drains were constructed and meant for the purpose of stormwater drainage But with the passage of time and with urbanization and unplanned infrastructure, these drains are converted into sewer carriers. Now these drains are carrying both stormwater and sewage systems. How urban flooding in Lahore looks like, you can witness. These pictures are taken one of the posh area of the Lahore in 2022 during the monsoon. Before 1 year ago, urban flooding in Lahore looks like this way. Now we have taken a multiple initiatives and we have almost scattered most of the urban flooding areas of the Lahore. Uh, what challenges we are facing in terms of urban flooding, and in order to cater the monsoon, uh, I would like to share that we have a combined sewage and drainage system. We don't have a dedicated separate sewage or stormwater drainage system. Climate change, as we all know, there are a lot of climate changes, and we are facing intense rainfall events in Lahore every year. I have a slide. I will share the details of what major event and maximum event we have faced during the last 7 or 8 years. Unplanned urbanization, higher impervious data, topography. Topography is also a very major component that is affecting the urban flooding. The topography of Lahore is totally a flat. And there are some, due to some infrastructures building there, we are facing a number of depressions which are causing urban floodings. Uh, Parks and the green areas are very limited. 2 or 3 months ago, we have calculated about 9.8% of the urban area of the Lahore is green area. The rest is totally covered or concrete structured roads and the buildings. Uh, roadside drainage is also not good. We have a less focus on the roadside drainage. We have a lot of solid waste dumping in the in the sewer and open drains, and we have to mobilize a lot of resources for these activities throughout the year. There is just a snapshot of the extreme events we have faced during the last 7 or 8 years. In 2024, it was about 1st August. We have a faced extreme event of about 360 millimeters in Lahore over a span of 9.2 hours. I remember the day. On that day, I woke up early morning at about 4:30 a.m. And when I went to the terrace, I looked in the streets, and it was really a disaster. Normally, I have not faced any urban flooding in my streets, but at that day, there was a lot of water. And the first thought in my mind that came, it was a disaster day for Wasa Lahore. Uh, then what we have implemented multiple initiatives at Wasa Lahore level. We have also encouraged domestic and commercial levels to implement the rainwater harvesting. We have constructed recharge well. We have implemented recharge wells. We are also remodeling or redesigning our trunk sewage system. What Vasalor has done over a few years, let me share. We have constructed about 13 underground stormwater storage tanks with a huge capacity. It's about 24.2 million gallon liters of capacity they have. The green ones are highlighted on the left part. It's constructed over a period of 2029 to 2023, and the rest for 5 to 13 we have constructed in the last financial years. All the underground storage tanks are operational, and we have constructed in an open spaces. Most of them are constructed in the parks, and we have, after the construction of the tanks, we have restored it into a park. You can see the first one we have constructed in a garden, and we have, after the construction, we have restored it a long tennis court. Then there is also a underground storage tank. You can witness how professionally or beautifully we have established and restored the park. These are some pictures of the execution of the stormwater storage tanks. Here I have a small video. We have constructed one of the largest storage tank at Kazakhstan Stadium in Lahore. Its capacity is about 4 million gallons. You can see we have constructed this tank because we have a Champions League mission. Then after the construction of the tank, we have restored the heating road. No one can see the underground storage tanks. What impact we have faced after the construction of these tanks? These are some pictures you can witness before the construction of these tanks and after the implementation of these projects. We have almost minimized or rectified the urban flooding at that point. Storage tank we have constructed at that point. The other initiative we have implemented, we have also installed a rainwater harvesting system in our multiple offices. We have connected the rooftop with the storage tanks, and after the rain and in the dry weather season, we are using the storm water stored in the tanks for the gardening purposes. We have also improved our system by installation of SCADA in our installations. Vasalore has huge installations. We have about 128 disposal stations in the Lahore, and for proper monitoring and decision making for resource mobilization, it was a very good milestone we have achieved during a period of last 1 or 2 years. We have also established a control room. You can witness the multiple top management from the government of the Punjab do visit it majorly during the period of the monsoon and emergency situation. You can witness we have installed multiple SCADA systems in our disposal stations, then our installations, and these are the undergrounds. Underpasses. We have also established the cameras at underpasses uh, to know the real position of the urban flooding in the underpasses because we have installed the lift stations adjacent to these underpasses and in order to make sure the traffic flow is smooth during the rainy season. Then we have also installed monsoon camps. These are temporary camps. These are only installed during a period of the monsoon. Then we removed and we stored, and then we can reuse it for the next period. Then this is the last one I would like to highlight. We are also implementing the one project laying of the trunk sewage system by the use of a tunnel boring mechanism. This project is approved and it's in a tendering phase, and hopefully within a period of 3 or 4 months, this project will be on ground. Basically, its length is about 21-22 kilometers. At the end, we are going to construct a disposal station. This system will be laid into the central part of the Lord, which is totally crowded, and there is no space for excavation. At the end, I would like to highlight we have also implemented recharge wells in the Lahore. We have constructed three in the central of the Lahore and three in the Johor town area. And this idea was very much pitched by the government, and government has planned to replicate this idea in other cities of the Lahore. And similarly, in the
पोटेंशियल
same
ईडी को हम
manner,
सिलेक्ट करेंगे. अब
uh,
हमें
on
चाहिए
the
उसका यूनिट नंबर.
On the same manner, we have constructed underground storage tank. The government of Punjab is also going to replicate the storage tank idea in the other cities of the Lahore. This is all about my presentation, and we are also going to implement more initiatives in terms of rainwater in future, inshallah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Tayyib Malik Sahab. You were very much in time, just took 1 minute extra, but
Thank
it
you.
was quite interesting. We will be reflecting your uh, takeaway messages and very good to learn about this tunnel boring, 22 kilometer. I think this is going to be a flagship program for particularly for Lahore city. I heard
Yes,
about this during our international conference. Dr. Shakil told me that the
yeah,
World
yeah,
Bank,
yeah.
with the assistance of World Bank, you are going. Thank you
Mm,
very much. So next
thank you,
presenter
sir.
is Dr. Dilshad Saab from Pakistan Council of Research in Water Resources. Over to you, Dr. Dilshad Saab.
जी, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I
So
would request
please,
all the other participants to, if they can switch off their bikes. Please
अब
carry
हम
on.
दोबारा जाते हैं आउटपुट की तरफ।
okay.
विजुअलाइज,
So is my presentation
और
is
इधर से हम HRU वाटर बैलेंस मंथली,
Mr. Faiz Raza,
और
can
इसको
you switch off your? Thank you.
so is my presentation is visible?
I
Not
can't
yet,
see,
sir.
but
Not
Anyone
yet.
can see?
Do you want to share it? Like we have the recording. Would you like us to share it, or would you share it from that end?
I would like to present.
himself. Okay, that's okay.
Okay, okay.
So is it visible?
Not yet.
Not yet. I have shared the screen.
Uh, can anyone see?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. So you have to stop the screen sharing of. Yes, now I think it is coming.
Yes, it is visible now.
It is
Is it
coming.
okay now? Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
You can go for
Thank
this.
you, Gurdeep sir.
Okay, yeah.
And first of all, I would like to thanks to the SARNET for organizing this important webinar and giving us the opportunity to share our views on the subject. So I would not take much time and try to finish in that given timeline. So my presentation outlines are to cover the water sources of Pakistan, groundwater management challenges, and how to get the sustainability and the rainwater harvesting options, and the techniques for MAR, and the different R&D initiatives taken by the PCRWR on rainwater harvesting and MAR, and their upscaling by the different agencies like CDA, the common concerns and the scientific evidences, and lastly, the way forward. So if we look around the overall water sources of the country, though, so we receive annually on an average 138 MAF surface waters, and also we rely on the 50 MAF of the annual pumping to fulfill the needs of our agriculture, domestic and industrial. So if we particularly to see the groundwater resource management and the challenges, so the number of tube wells, what currently are operating, that counts for 1.4 million, out of which 85% are installed in only in Punjab. And the Punjab Irrigation Department recently conducted in 2024 the survey and completed the georeference of the tube wells, which now the number has increased about 1.3 millions from 1.1 million. So overall, the groundwater is depleting in many canal commands and almost all the urban areas. And beside the National Water Policy 2018, the Provincial Water Acts, the detailed groundwater regulatory framework is yet to required to for effective resource regulation. So yes, we are aware that we are also facing the climate change and the urban flooding, as my colleague that they have also reflected about the Lahore situation in the monsoon. So similar, we are experiencing the Islamabad, the E11 example is there. And in all metropolitan cities, we are experiencing the monsoon, this kind of the flooding. So what to do with how to achieve the sustainability in the groundwater? Because in one way we are depleting our aquifer, facing the issue, and on the other side, in the monsoon, the abundance of water. So talking about the sustainable management of the groundwater, there definitely they need to bring a balance between the pumping and recharge. And how we can manage it by either by reducing the pumping and optimizing the water requirements, or recharging the enhancement through the nature-based solutions of the aquifer. Though the National Water Policy and the Provincial Water Acts highlights the need of resource conservation and regulations, ensuring the sustainable groundwater management. If we look at the rainwater potential overall in the country, so this is the annual rainfall potential. You can see the red is showing the maximum potential, that is around 1800 millimeter, and the dark yellow color reflecting the minimum, that is 50 millimeter. So in the north part, you can see that we have much more potential, and as we move to the south part, it reduces gradually. So the rainwater harvesting options include the construction of rainwater harvesting ponds, wetlands, and development of microcatchments and rooftop rainwater harvesting for urban water resilience and the soakaway developments. So here, the managed aquifer recharge techniques, there are different kind of the techniques. Those are implemented based on the hydrogeological conditions and surface. You might say that every technique is not feasible for everywhere. So according to the different hydrological conditions, the different techniques are applicable. So now I would like to particularly highlight the R&D initiatives focused on the rainwater harvesting and the managed aquifer recharge carried out by the PCRWR in across the country. So we have developed the demonstration for urban areas and as well as for the arid to the hyper arid areas of the country like the deserts, the Cholistan desert, the Thar desert, and even in the Balochistan and the KP. So I will go quickly through the one by one. So first, let's talk about the urban areas. So PCRWR piloted the successful managed aquifer recharge through the recharge well model. You can see on the left side the cross-sectional view of the recharge well model. It's basically comprised of two components. One is the filtration pit that is connected with the borehole. So it is an effective technique to augment the recharge while the space requirements are less. So this model was successfully upscaled by the CDA, and recently they have completed 112 sites in the Islamabad. So here is just a video that how the recharge well works. I guess I have to pass it quickly. We can see that after pulsing the filtration plate, a clear water is going into the bore with the appreciable velocity and quantum of water, and the bore is simultaneously accepting the whole flow and quickly recharging it. So this is how the recharge will work. So after completing the 112 sites, the overall cumulative so far achieved recharge quantum that is around 214 million gallons so far, which has recharged by the CDA sites in Islamabad. So here, this slide is reflecting about the environmental and groundwater concerns. We have been monitoring the efficacy of the filtration pit. You can see the two glass bottle samples. One is taken before the filtration, that is turbid, and that is which is taken after the filtration, that is very much clear, which is finally going into the borehole. So before filtration bed, its turbidity was found as 80 NTU, and after it was 6. And we can imagine that less than 5 NTU turbidity is safe for the drinking. So if we talk about the economic analysis, the cost per unit volume, so we have evaluated that PKR 10 per 1,000 liters, you can achieve the recharge through these kind of interventions. Simultaneously, we worked on the rooftop rainwater harvesting and demonstrated the successful pilots in Islamabad and in different areas of the country. Talking about the diverse hydrological other settings other than the urban areas, the PCRWR 10 years back developed the rainwater harvesting pond throughout the Cholistan desert, a network of 110 ponds. Each capacity was 4 million gallons. And then the Cholistan Development Authority adopted the same model and developed around 65 ponds. In total, 175 ponds were developed. As a result, the migration was stopped in Cholistan. And I have given here the reflections of the total population served and the cost per unit. Similar kind of interventions were also demonstrated for the third desert in the Sindh, developing the rainwater harvesting ponds and the tankas, the small structures for the drinking water needs. So here is the reflection of some managed aquifer recharge catchment model which we have implemented in the Balochistan. So it's a series of the gabion structures provided with inverted wells. It is called also a leaky dam. So this model was implemented to rehabilitate the carriage system. Basically, in the recharge zone of the carriage system, these interventions were carried out to enhance the recharge process. And we evaluate and monitor the flow of the carriage that was increased from zero point 0.3 Q6 to 0.75 Q6. So similarly for the KP, similar kind of the retention ponds and the gabion structures were effective. 7 sites were developed in the Cohort and Hangu districts with the capacity of 16 million gallons. So we have also been focusing on creating the awareness and particularly the capacity building trainings. So far recently we have completed a training course where the 107 officers in 4 batches from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Vasa, and the Rawalpindi were trained on the rainwater harvesting techniques, developing proposals, and implementing these kind of initiatives. So here I would like to reflect that after the successful pilots, the long journey which has completed, the PCRWR provided basically the technical all consultancy services to develop the 112 sites in Islamabad. And jointly, it was the first ever where the development agency and the research agency worked together. And after completion of this project, the CDA realized the importance of this harvesting, and they made the amendments in their bylaws by August 16, 2023. That was a great success story. And in the meanwhile, also in 2025, if I talk about the PEC green building codes have been approved by the federal cabinet. These are applicable to the residential, commercial, and all industrial buildings. Following this, another success, that is the provincial level adoption of these kind of things. The Punjab Government Environmental Department has also made the installation of rainwater harvesting mandatory for all new construction projects by April 17, 2025. So here are the reflection of few knowledge products that has been developed, particularly focusing on the rainwater harvesting and MAR, the managed aquifer recharge by the PCRWR. You can visit our website to access these knowledge products. The website is www.pcrwr.gov.pk. So overall, if I summarize, the MAR should be the integral part of the all water-related projects, specifically the water supply schemes, public and private buildings, housing societies. Following the successful pilots on the MAR CDA, Islamabad amendments in the building bylaws, PEC green building codes, EPA Punjab regulations for rainwater harvesting are very encouraging. However, the enforcement of these regulations is equally important for widespread adoption. And the managing aquifer recharge zone is essential and should be declared at the protected areas, avoiding any encroachments. The selection of appropriate MAR techniques should be based on the prevailing hydrological conditions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dilshad Sahab. Very interesting presentation and really concrete work you have done. I am witness of your Cholistan projects in 2006-7. And we started from there and collecting rainwater in an arid area which receives less than 200 millimeter rainfall. But it was a good initiative at that time, and it was a success story. But now we have come to this manage aquifer recharge. And this is good that most of the housing authorities, housing societies are adopting this, what I have learned during these last 3-4 months. And the good thing is that now, based on this, because this requires some sort of technicians, which are not available in market. So now National Vocational and Technical Training Commission, in collaboration with GIZ, they have started developing curriculum to be taught in the vocational and training institutes to uh, raise this number of technicians in water conservation, and I am part of that. Thank you very much for interesting
Yes.
this presentation. Now, our next speaker is Mrs. Almas Shakur. She's Executive Director of Share SAZ and Urban an NGO working mostly in urban areas. Over to Mrs. Almas.
Please unmute.
Yes, thank you so much, Saqib Saab. Thank you so much, Gardaji Saab, Dilshad Saab, very informative and impressive presentation from PCRWR. And first of all, welcome to all participants and listeners who are listening us. Shahsa is basically established in 2020 under the Trust Act, and throughout the years we are we are basically working on urban issues, and specifically urban issues, say you can say transport, urban climate change, resilience, adaptation, environment. These are the some of the issues that we are working since 2021. So Shahrsaz basically designed a project with the joint collaboration of UN Habitat in 2020, and it was a quite challenging time when the COVID time was spread all over the world. And during that time, we thought, why not we write a proposal to adaptation fund? Although it was a quite challenging for us as well, that because we are a national NGO and UN Habitat at the other part, it was a UN agency. So both we wrote a proposal and present this a proposal, urban climate change adaptation and resilience in front of adaptation front. So fortunately, we succeed, and this is one of the unique project in Pakistan. First time it was happening that in the large scale, we are installing rainwater harvesting units in the urban settings. Oh. Yes. So everybody know that Pakistan is the fifth country in the world that most vulnerable to the climate change. And this vulnerability is the result of, that's high exposure of extreme climate related disaster like flood, heat waves, and drought. And basically these lines are featured in the first annual Global Watch report that was presented in 2020. And if we have already passed 5 years after this report, and Pakistan still in the fifth spot on the list of the high vulnerable country in the world that is affected by the climate change. So if you see over here, this is when we start this project, we have to face a number of issues and challenges when we started or in this intervention in the urban setting. If you are familiar, when you start work in the urban area, we have to face number of challenges because there is totally different dynamics of urban and rural areas. And initially we, yes, is there any issue? I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Please carry on.
Okay. Thank you so much. So initially, we have to receive a very low cooperation at the community level because it was a quite new intervention for them. What software the intervention or activity we are going to implement, especially in the urban settings. And we have to face another challenge. It was to develop the liaison with the elected local government representative, because most of the local government representative hijack as well. Okay, they said, okay, this is the intervention of there. So why not, why this NGO or any XYZ, they are coming any of the day. And because after 2020, there was a local government elections were also expected. So you have already knowledge about this. When this type of interventions are going to be held at the large scale, so these elected or officials that try to hijack this sort of the interventions as well. So we have to also very quite face to face this problem to mobilize the local authorities like VASA and TMA. TMA, basically VASA, Water and Sanitation Agency, they are based in Pindi, Rawalpindi city. They are directly related to water and sanitation work, and Tehsil municipal administration, they are also a part of this intervention. So we have to very difficult to face this issue, to how to mobilize these local authorities to integrate in this project. So mobilizing the local communities, again, it was a quite challenging for us. But when we start this project, initially we installed only 12 pilot, only 12 rainwater harvesting, 6 in Rawalpindi and 6 in Nushaira. Basically, there are two areas where we are installing this, and both cities, Rawalpindi and Nushaira, both cities are water scarcity and flood prone areas. So all these union councils or all the field areas where we are working, that is quite close to riverine belt, especially Nushaira, that is close to Kabul River, and the union council where we are working in Rawalpindi, that is very close to Nalalai, that is one of the most popular, or you can say, disaster Nala in Rawalpindi. And most of the time, if you are familiar with Rawalpindi topography or geography, that in 2010, 2002, we have to face a very rigorous disaster in Rawalpindi as well. But when the time goes and we have facing number of challenges, but when we are going upwards and move forward, now people started to realize, okay, this is the thing that we can we have some benefits as well. So when the time passed and the people realized, the government agencies, they also realized that what are the benefits of this, how we can harvest the rainwater, because to harvest rainwater is a very new concept as well. For the urban community, although it's very old, but when you go to implement this sort of the interventions at the communities, at the community level, especially in urban settings, it's new. I think so. When Garvezi Saab started this initiative back in 2005, it was quite old concept how to harvest rainwater and use for the domestic purposes. But gradually, in the same time, this time we are also facing number of benefits, number of, you can say, we are receiving very positive responses from other agencies, positive responses from other communities, not only the communities where we are already working. So these are the things, the benefits that we have received after installing rainwater harvesting at the community levels. Now these communities are receiving and available water in the dry seasons, because in the monsoons, in not especially in summer, June and July, already Dilshad Saab already, the water level has been declining day by day, but this water they can use for the dry season as well. So this water they can also use for the domestic purpose. They can use for this rooftop gardening, because we are also providing the community, especially women, how they can use their roof for their kitchen gardening purposes and for the compost making as well. Now they can use this water for the supplement as a local water supply like municipal water. They can also share of water with the neighborhoods. If this is a very good example we have received in most recent examples, very good case studies we are receiving from our neighbors, from our union councils. They are also sharing the water as well. The procedure to install this rainwater is quite not very complicated. It's a very easy technique that we are using for it. We have to just mobilize the community. That is quite challenging sometimes for the team as well. We have two types of team at the field level. One is the mobilization team, another is the engineering team, who assess the capacity of the household, whether they can install the rainwater harvesting units or not. So if you can see at the top, we have a specific code to each beneficiary And we basically have to install 5,000 rainwater harvesting, 2,500 in Nashara, 2,500 in Rawalpindi. So basically, this is all the things. And if you see in the base over here, this is a cemented base. And if you see, the beneficiaries also are taking directly from the tank. The size of the tank, it also varies from house to house. Sometimes is 1,200 liters, sometimes is 2,000 liter. But again, it depends on the size of the house. So during implementation, we also facing few of the challenges. As I Rawalpindi, there are two different dimensions. If you see dynamics, Rawalpindi, we have a very small houses, and we received a very low catchment area. So 350 square feet, 200 square feet, one marlas, two marlas. But at the one side, we have to complete the benefit criteria. But at the other side, if we are not fulfilled, we have to go for the more than 1,000 square feet area. But if we go more than 1,000, those houses are not fulfill the beneficiary selection criteria. So these are the things that we are facing. But side by side, when the times are going move forward, we are moving forward. We are also, if we have receiving the challenges, but we are also going for the move forward way out. We are also developing it. Sometimes we have delays from the vendors. Those responsible for the material for rainwater harvesting. Weather is another. Sometime this year we faced a very bad flood this year again. Sometimes unsuitable political situation at the country, direct impact it on the delivery of the material and the implementation of the community level as well. Most of the time, we have announced one of the political party comes out and one of the religious party comes out on the roads, and whatever we have planned, it's most of the time suddenly it's stopped. So these are the things that we have to face during the implementation. And another problem we have, that it is informal economy. These labor, mason and plumbers, these are from the local masonry, local labors. So we are not hiring. Okay, so these are the things you can see over here. The plumbers with equipped with PPEs. These are the recommendations for applications. The one is we can go for the policy and institution support. You can integrate the rainwater into building codes and master plan. We can also provide the financial incentives or subsidized to the households. And we can also encourage public-private partnerships. And we can engage community. We can promote school and community-based demonstration projects to inspire replication. This activity, we are also doing it. And we have done 18 public schools in Rawalpindi and 25 schools in Nowshera. We can also design and conduct awareness campaign to highlight the benefits of rainwater and connect with the water scarcity and flood mitigation. We can also customize the designs with us and involve the community, local government institutions. So these are the more interventions in the designs improvement. We can train the local communities to harvest the rainwater. At this time, we have trained more than 6,000 beneficiaries how to harvest rainwater at the household level. We have trained it. We can introduce the monitoring sensor system to track the water level and check their quality. We can also incorporate the overflow system and recharge structure to the replenished groundwater aquifer. We can also, rainwater can be used for the drinking purposes, and this exercise we are already doing in the schools. We have installed the filtration plant and connect with the rainwater harvesting plants. We can check the regular test water harvest to check the contamination. We have already done this exercise in the school as well. And with PCRWR, one of the tests we have checked the water quality, and plus NIH, National Institute of Health in Islamabad. So we have also sent their water samples to their agency. And we can also establish the routine inspection of the schedule for tanks and pipes and increase the filter. These are the takeaways. If you want to sustainable and replicable for future efforts, you must combine robust technical design and strong policy frameworks to active community participation, and it ensured not only improved water availability but also resilience against climate impact. Thank you very much.
So nice of you, Ma'am Almas. We visited after this first international conference. Mr. Hen was part of this, and it was interesting to see. It's a little bit difficult to organize communities in urban areas as compared to the rural areas. But because, as you mentioned, there is a need that we need to engage communities, not only engage, but awareness creating to me is the most important thing. So that's why the nomenclature of our initiative at that time was, it was promotion of rainwater harvesting. It's like solar. Everyone is because it's a need. So everyone is installing solar at his or her own cost. But water is a little bit different. But subsidies, yes, but with the passage of time, we need to reduce the subsidies so that people should realize that we have to save water.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that that should be the main
At the
objective.
end, one thing I will share one thing to all of the participants who are listening. We have a YouTube channel. If you are able to visit us, all the rainwater related things, how to harvest, how to install, each and everything is available on our YouTube channel as well. All the information is also available on our website. So if you are interested, you can visit and you can contact with us.
Exactly. That needs to be promoted like PCRWR, now groundwater recharging, and that's the realization. Now NAVTEC is producing this manpower, that manpower is available, and whosoever intends to get rooftop rainwater harvesting, recharge, or any or other types of rainwater harvesting, so the manpower is available. Thank you very much. So our next speaker is Dr. Zakir Syal from uh, Irrigation Department, Government of Punjab. Dr. Zakir Saab, we will request that if you can finish as early as possible so that we have saved time for question answer session. Thank you.
Okay. There is some I have selected only few slides. Can you see my slides?
Not yet, Dr. Saki.
My slides are visible or not?
It is
Not
coming.
yet.
I think, please share. It's started sharing, but not visible at the moment. But
From my side, it is showing shared.
Yes, sir, you have shared, but unshare and share it again. It will be visible.
yeah, I think that will be the way forward. I think he has closed his Zoom. I don't.
No, it is okay. From my side, it is visible. I can see it. You can listen to me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Meanwhile, I can start this sharing. If meanwhile we can share the slides.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to it.
Okay,
You
you
can
can.
also try to stop your video and only share the screen.
Zoom is not responding.
Yeah, as suggested by Dr. Sakib, you can.
Okay, I can just talk few
Okay.
points. I have only because I'm thankful that all people are very welcome. I just because so many people have shared stories with the rainwater harvesting. I have one thing is additional that when for recharge, we can go for the
Dr. Saab, we can't hear you.
I think he is out.
Yes, I think. Let us wait 1 or 2 minutes, and in the meantime, I think all the participants, we have already received some of the questions from the registered participants, and I can see some of the questions in the chat box as well. So you can write down your questions. You can put into the chat box as well, or be prepared for the question answer session. Let us wait 1 or 2 minutes for Dr. Zakir, if he is able to join us. Ms. Tanushi, I think he has lost his connection. Ms. Tanushi, are you there? I think both have lost. Both have lost their connection.
No, Miss
So,
Dhanush is here.
uh,
Mr.
yeah,
Rajesh.
come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's till Dr. Zaki comes back, we'll take the questions
I think, yes.
already been received by participants.
Yes, I think till that time we can go for the questions. This is one question from Rabia Jabin. She wants to know success rate of rainwater harvesting in arid areas. So I think Dilshad Sab would be able to reply on that. Dilshad Sab, are you there?
There
I
is a
think he is also not there.
Yeah, there is a raised hand from Mr. Macpherson.
So
Sir, you
Rohit,
are
can you
muted.
repeat?
Dilshad Sab, there was a question that what is the success rate of rainwater harvesting in arid areas like Cholistan and in Balochistan you talked. This question is from Ms. Rabia Jabin.
Okay, fine. So far, what the interventions we have developed, they are intact and they are working conditions, all in Cholistan as well as in the Balochistan. The most important thing when the beneficiaries get the benefit from the interventions, then they do care of those. So
Exactly.
Alhamdulillah, all interventions carried out by the PCRW are intact, and we also give the follow-up visits in particularly with the aim to get the data from those sites to evaluate their effectiveness.
So it means engaging the communities
So
or engaging the
secondly, the
beneficiary is
most
important.
important, yes, that is key component. That is the key
That's- Thank
component.
you. Thank you very much. The second question from
And
Zafar
one thing
Qureshi
more that the
Saab.
people usually,
Thank you. From Dilshad Saab again from you. Thank you very much for your talk in Islamabad. You said 112 sites of CDA building bylaws are implemented. Then how significant will the house rainwater harvesting be in comparison with the collection in 112 sites? He's talking about recharging and rooftop rainwater perhaps, or the surface groundwater
Yes,
recharging?
yes, definitely. Particularly for the recharge at the public places. So it's not catering the rooftop rainwater
Household level.
harvesting. So these are purposely built for the managed equipment for recharge at, you might say, in the parks, in the playgrounds, in the green belts, all public places. So after implementing the MAR initiative, the CDA realize the benefit of the rooftop, because if you go and compare the rooftop area of in any metropolitan city of the total geographical area of the city, you will be astonished that around 40 to 45% is the rooftop area. So that's why they bring the changes in their building codes and make it mandatory for for the all new constructions and all existing greater than 400 yards.
But I will suggest, I will just add on that this groundwater recharging, ultimately it is enhancing the water table. So whatever water we require for the household, it will be available not at the CDA territory, but maybe in
Yes,
Rawalpindi or downhill sides.
here
Mr. Adesi,
I can quote the example of one site being in rise in water level.
Okay.
One
Thank you
site is
very much.
developed at our.
Thank you. Dr. Zakir is back. If we can hear from Dr. Saab quickly.
Sorry, my apologies for disconnecting. I don't know from my side is it my
Sir, I think your
hear
internet
me?
is low. That is why your screen sharing is
Yes.
taking time. Maybe Miss Dhanushi, maybe she can share your screen if she has your presentation.
He
Actually
didn't
could not
share.
send my presentation.
Yes, that's
It was loaded. I tried, but okay, I can just share. We have done actually 40 sites. We have rain harvesting. Six we have installed in the city of Lahore, and 40 we have installed in the different areas in the Punjab. We are about
now it is
4.45
visible.
million liters. Now it is visible. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I will quickly pass the screen.
Go to the slideshow, please.
Uh, slideshow. Slideshow.
Carry on, please carry on.
Slideshow is not appearing on it.
Press F5 from your keyboard.
F the volume.
Then press FN F5. Function key
You,
FN.
Okay, I don't want to lose it again. If you
okay.
can please have a look.
Yeah,
This is
please.
one of our just this is our 6.5 models we have installed with the city of Lahore, where we are recharging, and about 3 million liter water has been recharged. This we started about 4 years before. So these are the result. I have just indicated only result from different intervention. These are the intervention within the city of Lahore, where we have harvested rainwater from rooftop, from green plots, lawns, which is contamination free mainly. So that water is passing through filtration, and then it is recharged, and then it is left above the water table. So this is one of rooftop harvesting, and we are collecting rainwater in a pond, and the bed of the pond is have some filtration material, and it is earthen, and the water table is water is going down through natural filtration. Basically, it is rooftop water. So this we have installed in our research station near Lahore city. So this is one of another recharge model which we installed in 2020. I will just show how it is working. So this is the rainfall being collected from a clean and neat park, which is contamination free. And then what is coming is collecting tank, it is into sediment tank, and then ultimately then it goes to the filtration mechanism, and then it is recharged through a recharge well. On right side we can see this. This is a recharge well, and we have tested quality of this water, very fresh water and contamination free water, and we have given 2 3 inlet pipes so that we can expedite the recharge date. So this is one of the success story. Initially, Irrigation Research Institute, we started research in 1995, recharge well installed in 1995 at Nayal, and now after that we have installed some experiment model. This is one of our recharge model being installed, has been installed at NIST in Islamabad, National University of Science and Technology. Initially, we installed this model so that some student can go for the research, and the university professor, academia, they can share their expertise. What are the these were the initially 4 5 years before it was installed in NIST. And this is after successful experimentation and successful running of model. Our Punjab government, our Minister Irrigation, Secretary Irrigation, tasked the Irrigation Research Institute to carry out this, to replicate this model in the Punjab. So these are the 40 research sites in different areas of the rural area. Previous was the urban area, this is the rural area, and mostly we have captured rainfall water from the irrigation offices, rest houses, and other buildings. And then after mechanism, we have filtered it, and then we have recharged it. This is the one of the model which we have installed in our head office at where we have filtered same model, and we have used this in the irrigation department head office at Lahore. So this is the result of our previous model, which we about 0.43 million liter water of rainwater harvested we have recharged during this monsoon season. So these are the storage capacity, then volume of water, recharge capacity, the education. Mostly all these models have been installed during the current year. So this was the replication of our models, successful model running in the Lahore. Then we have replicated in these model in the urban areas, mostly in the nation building. Then what the important thing which I want to share with the whole participant, the flood water. Another resource we have water. One is the rainwater, and then we have the flood water, because we have very high floods during 2025, and mostly and previously 2021. We are in different part of the country, maybe 3 4, they flood, and flood water is compared rainwater.
I think his connectivity is a little bit low, and Dhanushi, we are running short of time.
Yes, we will take the questions
Exactly.
because there were quite a bit, and there were two raised hands. One
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
from Mr. McPherson. So we will allow the participants, and then we will quickly take the other questions, Mr.
Sure,
Gadesi.
sure. So over to McPherson. McPherson, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here
Facing
for
a
Case
very
Ultara.
special internet problem in Lahore.
Dr. Saab, we can hear you in the next time, inshallah. What we can do that we can upload
Can
your
you hear? Sorry for
PowerPoint
again.
presentation,
Can you
your
hear me?
PowerPoint presentation on the website of SARNET, and let us have a question answer session at the moment.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Saab, we can hear you, but we are running short of time. If you can you conclude in 1 or 2 minutes? No. Dr. Saab, our
Am I
apology.
audible?
Yes, you are audible, but we are running short of time. If you agree that we can have your session sometime next in the webinar. At the moment, we can have question answer from previous
Can you hear me?
speakers.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes, MacPherson, please.
Thank you, Kades, and thank you all the participants, Danushi. Macpherson Tara calling from Malawi, president of the Rainwater
I
Association
am
of Malawi.
hearable.
I wanted to check with the second presenter. He mentioned about the laws and regulations, but I wanted to find out with these laws and regulations, how is the enforcement done? Do you have a regulatory authority that enforces these laws and regulations? Are there fees and penalties to ensure compliance with these laws and regulations? That was my only question. Thank you.
I think Dr. Dilshad can reply to.
Yes, sure. As as you notice that these are the very recent developments, and those are happened in 2025. And the PC building codes and as well as the EPA who has developed the bylaws for the rainwater harvesting in force. So let's see in the coming future that all the enforcement goes on. So I'm also interested and very much keen to see the enforcement of these rules, regulations.
Yeah, MacPherson, basically implementation, we have the regulatory authorities, like what I would say that all the housing authorities, capital development authorities, water and sanitation agencies, these are the agencies to not only to implement but regulate as well. So that's why if you have seen my presentation, 2 3 slides I've prepared. Uh, it's a long journey. Now we have the policy, we have the building codes, and as you have seen that there is a lot of demand in all the cities, particularly in the urban areas, which was really difficult before. Almost 5 years back, it was none of discussion was taking place in urban areas. But during last last year flood particularly, and before this we had flood situation in 2022 as well. So realization is there that rainwater harvesting is not only for the dry spells, but also to manage the flooding as well. So in urban areas now we are, and the regulations, and I have seen, I have heard, and um, I have met many people that now almost all the housing authority, housing schemes, housing projects are going to implement rainwater harvesting. So let us hope it will be implemented. Dr. Muhammad Khurram Shahzad Sahab, please.
Ji, thank you very much, Zahid Gardezi Sahab. It was very nice of you to invite us on this session. My question is to our first presenter, Dr. It was Mr. Tayyib Malik from Basa, Lahore. I was interested to know that how your venture on recharge wells worked, because what I've heard from my colleagues is that over the passage of time, the filter media chokes, and the recharge well that function initially, that its efficiency got low over the passage of time. So how you cope up with this problem in the case of recharging the aquifer, the groundwater? I'm interested in that.
Is Tayyib Malik Sahab there?
So If Tayyib Malik Saab is not there, I think our second presenter, Mr. Dilshad,
Yeah, I
they
think
may
Dilshad
enlighten
Saab
us.
is the right person to answer this.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. It's a very important question. So, actually, I'm also a bit aware about the same highlighted by the Dr. Mohammed. So, it was um, the brainstorming was done by the PCRWR while we were developing the design of our filter. The sequence of the filter was used by the, I guess, the Vasa Lahore. Keep the sand filter media on the top, and then the medium size crush in the middle, and in the lower bottom, the stone boulders to provide the ease in the drainage. So any kind of the choking that appears on the top of the pit. So that is that provides you the ease in the observation and maintenance. Just scraping out few inches of the top sand layer, the again system works with the designed efficacy. But the Vasa was used the coarser material on the top and the medium one in the middle and the sand media filter in the bottom. So that was the major problem. I hope it will uh, serve the purpose.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's all I wanted to ask you.
Dr. Dilshad, you have to stay over here. We have some questions from the registered participants.
Okay.
There are many or there, but what quality challenges of manage aquifer recharge we face generally? I think we have talked, but if you can reiterate on that.
Yes, that in nature, the rainwater harvesting is the fresh source of water. There is no any kind of the contamination. But definitely as we receive it, the contaminations added thereafter, and that solely depends upon the catchment. So the few things, if we can maintain our catchment neat and clean, so I guess there is no issues of such kind of the contamination. But even then, if we talk about the rooftop rainwater harvesting, we can provide the first flush with the rainwater harvesting system. And secondly, in case of the MAR, filtration that is served by the pit, and we also provide the secondary filtration mechanism through the natural strata of the aquifer, which is below the bore depth. For example, if the water table at any area is at 100 feet and we are designing a recharge bore, we must have to keep the depth of thickness of the natural aquifer of the layer these contaminations and kind of the all what comes from the environment.
Thank you, Dilshad Sab. One more question, perhaps, if Dr. Tanuja is there, she can. Are you there?
She was here. I saw her a while ago.
It's
Maybe
a
with the extreme, the probably
impact of rainwater
I
harvesting. Sorry.
just want
Sorry.
to Miss Almas, if she's still there. Like what are the challenges that Shersa sees in continuing the promotion of, I've been to the sites in Rawalpindi, but in continuing the practice of rainwater harvesting with the urban communities, the urban poor communities there.
Thank you so much. Although we have not such as problems from the government agency, but we have a problem or some of the challenges that we are facing, the catchment area, available catchment area where we are working, because the sizes of the houses are quite small, one marlas, two marlas, and we receive just catchment area to 300 and 350 square feet, 200 square feet. So when we visit their houses, go for the engineering assessment, we have not find out the any special spaces to install the rainwater. But the second options, then we go for the second option. Okay, we are not receiving any, we are not going for our given criteria, then we adopt another option. Okay, we can go for more than 500, 1000. And in this year, we identified houses that have more than 1500 square feet catchment areas. Basically, the purpose of this rainwater is also mitigating the flood water in the urban areas. Basically, these water choke the streets, nalas, and that's why this also quite helpful for them.
I just add over here that we visited your systems over there, and we also found this a big challenge for you because
Yes,
you have certain guidelines from the donor and the design have been approved. So you cannot reduce the size of the water tank or not increase the size of the water tank. Perhaps what we need to do is that in future, this rooftop rainwater harvesting storage is to be designed on optimum storage. It will
yes,
vary from house to house. It will
house
vary
to
from
house.
to house to house.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
in future, once you earn some grant, you have this experience and you can suggest that okay, it will have some variation and it will depend upon size of the basic objective is conserving water, and you rightly mentioned that controlling flooding as well.
Yes,
So
yes. Where I think I also want to add one thing more. We are receiving a number of other we are receiving from demonstration projects as well. But those demonstration projects are not funded by this program, and this is another thing. And we are receiving very good response from other agencies as well. So
exactly.
this is not the then there we have no issue of the catchment area.
Yeah, that should not be the binding actually, that okay, we are going to set in our case in after earthquake 2005, what we did that the storage was part of the community.
Yep.
See, we provided them the first flush diverter and the catchment, the gutter system, and the
Mm.
objective was that okay, because storage will depend upon each and every household. Yes, for institution we provided the storage as well, so that the institution have the good storages. So, any other question? There are in the we have. Is there any IEC material for reference? I think Madam Almas has
Yes, we have the IEC
already
material. Yes,
suggested.
we have.
Yes.
Yes, we have. It is all available on our website, and in demonstration part, it is also available on our YouTube channel as well. And I have also uh, paste in the chat box as well. If you are interested, you can just click on it and you can avail.
Thank you very much. Another question is how can we start regional institute? So this is SARNET is a regional institute forum, I think. What do uh, Dhanushi,
Yeah,
can you explain,
yeah, I
respond to
guess
this?
that is what they are like regional SARNET. We do have an answer SARNET, and we are also thinking of having SARNET chapters. So I guess that is an answer. Like, and we have the Young Rainwater Champions for the youth. So we like there are umbrella networks. So they are all umbrella networks, like no.
Okay. Thank you. Another question, very interesting. How to integrate rainwater harvesting into the existing water plumbing system? This is very interesting because I have seen some of the authorities, they are asking the household owners or the building owners that okay, they have to construct a separate water tank for the rainwater. This is my observation as well. It should not be a separate. Dilshad Sahab, can you respond on that?
Yes, sure, sir. So basically, definitely the separate water tanks are dedicatedly built for the rainwater harvesting. And if we are interested to integrate it with our normal routine plumbing system, so we need to check first of all the quality, and if any filtration requirements are there, we need to provide a filter, and then we can use the pump to pump it up to our overhead tank. Otherwise, just connecting the overhead tank with the rooftop rainwater harvesting tanks, if the elevation is not same, so that then it's not possible to integrate.
I think a little bit different idea on
I
that.
meant to say the head difference should not be there. It's a technical point.
Yeah, it will depend upon that you are collecting it from the rooftop or surface. If you are collecting it from the
Yeah.
rooftop, it's very easy to connect with your existing water storage tanks. You have to provide the first flush diverter or little bit more like slow sand filter as mentioned by Dr. Dilshad Saab. Same we are providing for the recharging, groundwater recharging. So that kind of simple filtration can be provided before the storage, and usually every household has a storage tank, so you can directly take it after preliminary treatment into the main storage tank.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, this needs to be done. Actually, this was my observation as well that some of the housing authorities in Pindi, Islamabad, they have started guiding people that okay, you have to construct a separate rainwater harvesting storage. It's an additional cost for the individuals. So we need to, I think, rectify this as early as possible. So, other question, any other question from the participant here? Stories in the context of an area having low rainfall. So arid area के लिए how you suggest stories? I think Cholistan, your Cholistan is the best example. Dr. Sab,
Yes,
Dr. Dilshad.
definitely the Balochistan and the Cholistan.
And these are available on the
What I have reflected
PCRWR's
the
website.
interventions the best suitable for them. Yes, I have reflected our two knowledge products. Those deals with the rainwater harvesting and managed recharge separately. These are available on our website.
Thank you. So last question from the our registered participants. I will take only last. Rainwater harvesting data availability in Punjab. Is there any? Dr. Zakir is there and Dilshad Saab, you are also there. Both of you can respond.
As far as data on rainfall availability is concerned, we have placed this information on the Punjab Irrigation website. And recently we are getting Irrigation Research Institute separate website as well. And ourselves is available, available Irrigation Research Institute. People can get information, data. We have whatever has been done that is available with us. People can get on email, phone call, everything is available.
Okay, thank you.
I have put my email in the link.
Yeah. Dilshad Saab, one last question. Please elaborate on the financial, technical viability and the upfront cost of your rainwater harvesting projects. He or she is talking about what will be the cost generally, a typical cost of, you can
Typical.
say about the
So,
rooftop and then recharging.
yeah, the typical cost, what we experienced in the implementation of the CDA project, the single recharge well was around 1 million, because here the drilling cost is on higher side instead of building the filtration pit. So if we talk about a typical rooftop rainwater harvesting for a household, I guess it must not go beyond 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs.
Yes, around 200,000 rupees.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everyone. This is all from my side. I think now Dr. Tanuja, she is the convener of Sarnet. Before handing to Dr. Tanuja and Danushi, I'm really grateful to all the participants, all the speakers. But there I can see some of the hands. Dr. Zakir Sial is raising hand. Oh no, you are clapping for us. Okay, thank you very much.
And
So
my
over to
apologies for
Tanuja.
poor internet connection.
Over to Dr.
I was calling.
Tanuja, Danushi, Dr. Tanuja or Danishi, whosoever is there.
Dhanush, you're muted.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in for the webinar, despite being a weekday, to share your experiences and insights. So we have also recorded this on SARNET YouTube live stream. So that can also be shared among others who were not able to join today. And let's continue the discussion beyond today's webinar 21, in other forums, through other means like we can use the web, we can use newsletters, and we also have other platform like the youth platform. So we can take some of these there and further see how we can learn and replicate and scale up some of the best practices across other regions and to address this prolonged drought and also floods, incessant rain as a result of climate change that the region is facing. So thank you very much, everyone, including Mr. Gadesi, our speakers, and our participants who are still there. Thank you very much.
Can I have one point? Mr. Gadesi, I want to just one point. Can I know?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much for the SARNET, Gadesi Sahab, Mr. Dhanoshi, and all other participants. It was very excellent event. Although something happened from my side due to internet issues today in Lahore. I have one suggestion that can we go for establishment of this Pakistan chapter of SARNET? I think the SARNET is the South Asia Regional Network, and if we can establish its Pakistan chapter, at a formal maybe a group or organization Gadesi Sahab can lead, and we can have a group Pakistan chapter like IAH, and there are different other organizations. They have countrywide chapter.
Let us
Thank
hope
you.
this is good idea, and Ma'am Almas is very much there working over there. You are there. Almost everyone is there. Let us have some sort of what I would suggest, Danushi, if you can share the number of members from Pakistan, we can have a group and then we can discuss that, how we can move forward. I can see the hands raised by Muhammad Fahad Rabi.
Yes, this is a small request to everyone. Before we conclude, can we have a photo with our cameras turned on before we conclude?
Okay.
So you can request everyone.
Please, just for a moment.
Tony, there's Mr. Dilshad.
Yes.
Mr. Dilshad
So
sir.
once everyone turns on their camera, we will take a few screenshots.
Mr. Macpherson.
Mr. Dilshad, Rabia Zabin. Is it possible? If it's not possible, then it's okay, but still, if you can, do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more. Just give me a sec. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, once again. See you next, inshallah.
See you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Right.
Take
Bye
care.
bye. Have a pleasant week.
Yeah, I'll send you the screenshots. Don't worry.
And it's also on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Could you please, Dhanushi, could you please share the picture, group photo?
Yes. Fahad, we can
Yeah,
share.
just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, just give me 2 minutes.
If you can also put it in the chat.
No, I can't put them in chat box. I think files. Let me.
But Fahad, you can directly share with her and she will
I
share
think
in the group.
no, I think I can also do it in the do it here. Just give me a sec. Yep, I can do it here. Just give me a sec.
And also another request while you are there, Miss
Here you
Almas.
go.
This Sony and Fahad are leading Young Rainwater Champions platform. So we would like to have also Pakistan's engagement in this.
Oh,
Absolutely.
good,
Absolutely.
good, good.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Fahad.
Thank you
Pictures.
so much, Fahad. Thank you
My pleasure,
to
ma'am.
share.
My pleasure, ma'am. You've got the photos, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have
All
received.
right. Great. Thank you so much, ma'am. See you soon.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a pleasant evening and see you with another
Thank you. I'm just downloading the picture.
Okay. I'll not close the thing till you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much.
Right. Thank you, Miss Almas.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right. See you soon.